Chair Yoga Practice. I'm Alison. It's lovely to be here with you today. I'm going to suggest, as I very often do, that before we begin, if you're comfortable to do so, take off your shoes. You don't need to take off your socks if you don't want to, but take off your shoes if that would be okay for you right now. It just allows your feet to move a little more freely, helps you to relax. So if you want to do that, that might be a nice idea just for the next 30 minutes or so. And then I'll suggest that you find your way into a nice upright seat with your knees in line with your hips and in line with your ankles, in line with your heels. So you've got a nice pathway of weight of those long bones in the legs straight down into the feet. Draw gently in through your lower abdominals. Lengthen up through your spine. Take a moment just to arrive here, double check everything is okay. You might roll your shoulders a couple of times in one direction and a couple of times the other way. Maybe turn your head from side to side. And then find your way back to the center. Find stillness when you're ready. It can be difficult to let go of such a busy day and find stillness, but if you're finding it hard today, you could, for example, place your hands on your chest or your tummy, or you could rest your hands on your legs, whatever feels good for you, but allow the tops of your shoulders to be relaxed. Breathe here. And begin to draw your attention inwards. If you're comfortable to do so, you could close your eyes. If you don't want to close your eyes, that's okay, but you could perhaps unfocus your gaze. So find an empty space in front of you. Slide your to-do list out of the way. And try to unfocus your gaze. Just allow your eyes to rest a little. And draw your attention inwards to your breath. Begin to follow your breath as it flows into your body. Follow your breath as it flows out. Notice how it feels to breathe today at the start of your practice. Notice the sensation of the air flowing in. Sensation of the air flowing out. Those moments in between. You find your busy mind starting to wander. You could try placing one hand on your chest, one hand on your tummy, and that way you can actually feel the movement of your breath. And that might help you to focus your attention on your breath. Here for a little while longer if that feels okay with you. Slightly deeper breath in. Perhaps exhale through your mouth like a gentle sigh. Relax your arms, roll your shoulders, perhaps 3 or 4 rolls of your shoulders in one direction. And then roll your shoulders the other way. Back to the center, turn your head from side to side. Don't force anything, just gently turning your head as far as it easily wants to go. Center. And from here, let's begin to move the spine. So thinking about moving the spine in 6 different directions, we'll move it forwards and backwards from side to side, and we'll twist 2 directions as well. So please do just notice how your body's feeling as you go through your practice. If any of these movements don't feel good for you today, skip the movement, ease back, but take good care of yourself today. So from here, bring your arms out by your sides, and with your inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, bring your right hand down and rest your hand perhaps on the seat of your chair or the back of your chair, whatever's comfortable. And you can bend this left arm if that would be more comfortable, or have your arms straight. Inhale again, lengthen up through your spine. And as you exhale, begin to reach over towards your right side. I'm holding on with my right hand to support me. And I'm just reaching a little away with my left hand. Use your breath to move deeper. So with your inhales, lengthen up a little. And with your exhale, sink a little deeper into the stretch. Inhale, come all the way back to the center. Relax your arm, roll your shoulders, give yourself a moment in between the sides. And then when you're ready, bring your arms back down. Inhale to reach your arms up. Exhale to bring your left hand down, holding on to something that will support you here. Inhale again and exhale to reach, this time reaching towards the left side. Again, only moving a little way at a time, easing your way into this big side bend. Only go as far as feels quite safe and comfortable for your body. You should be able to breathe easily. Inhale back to the center, release your arm, roll your shoulders. Maybe turn your head again. And then from here, rest your hands on your legs, take a breath in. And with your exhale, roll onto the back of your pelvis and tuck your chin towards your chest. I'm going to turn sideways so you can see more easily what I'm doing. So you're really rounding through your spine. And then with your inhale, tilt your pelvis slightly forwards. Lift through your chest and maybe lift your chin here, but only go so far that you can still breathe easily. And let's repeat these cat-cow stretches for a few rounds, moving at your own pace. Notice how the movement feels in your body today. Then find your way back to the center. So coming back into the center. And from here, give you 2 options. I'm going to suggest a forward bend, or actually 2 forward bends coming up. And if you want to add a hip opener into the mix, then from here, you can lift your right ankle and rest it on your left thigh. So you're resting your right ankle on your left thigh. I'm just supporting my leg in place here with my hands. Flex your foot, your right foot. Take a breath in. And with your exhale, begin to fold forwards over your lifted leg. If you prefer to not include the hip opener, you can keep both feet on the floor and just fold yourself forwards from there. So that's also a really good option for a forward bend. You might tuck your chin towards your chest, so you're taking this flexion all the way up into your neck, into the cervical spine. With your inhale, lift all the way back up, and now just cross that leg all the way over your left. So you're crossing your right leg on top of the left. Inhale to lengthen through your spine. Exhale, bring your left hand to the outside of your right thigh, right hand somewhere behind you, maybe holding onto your chair. Inhale here, once again, lengthen up, and exhale to twist, turn towards your right side. One more breath in. And exhale to turn back to the center and release that leg, and maybe just give your legs a shake or whatever would feel good for you before we go to the other side. So when you're ready, again, you've got the option to add in the hip opener if you choose, if that would feel like a good idea on the second side. So lifting the left ankle to rest with your right thigh. Inhale here, exhale to fold yourself forwards. And again, you can do this with both feet firmly on the floor and just allow yourself to fold forwards and down. So both are great options for a forward bend. And then with your inhale, carefully lift all the way back up. Cross your left leg all the way over your right. Bring your right hand to the outside of the left thigh, left hand somewhere beside or behind you to support you. Inhale here, exhale to twist. Try to keep your spine nice and tall in this twist, so we're distributing the twist along the length of the spine. And with your inhale, turning back to the center, release your leg and give your legs a wee shake, whatever you need. Maybe roll the shoulders a couple more times, anything else that you need here. And then I'll invite you, if you feel comfortable today to do so, to come and stand up, if that would be a good option. If you'd prefer to stay seated, that's okay as well. So I'm going to just move my chair a little bit to the side. I've still got the back of the chair facing towards me, so I can just reach out and hold my chair for some support if needed. Having to stand on 2 feet, first of all, so just finding a comfortable standing position. Bring your arms down by your side, rotate your thumbs out away from each other. Lengthen up through your spine, drawing gently in through your lower abdominals. Just give yourself a moment here, arriving here, standing. If you're seated still, just lengthening up through your spine. And from here, I'm going to turn sideways so you can see what I'm doing. Give yourself a little bit of space, if possible, as much space as you've got available today. And so come to stand with a little bit of space in front of you, and then take a long step forward with your left foot. So step your left foot forwards. Only step your feet so far apart that you can still have your back heel firmly down on the mat. So your right heel firmly down on the floor. Turn your chest to face straight forwards. So your pelvis will be slightly tilted because your legs are moving in different directions. But turn your chest to face forwards. Option here to reach your arms up if that feels okay for you. And with your exhale, option to then bend into your left knee. And when you look down at your left knee, you want to be able to see your toes in front of your knee. If you can't see them, walk your foot away from you. Reaching up through your arms, just breathing here. You're strengthening through your arms and shoulders, through your spine. You're lengthening the front of the right hip, the back of the right calf, and the back of the left hip. And you're strengthening your legs here as well. So there's a lot happening in this warrior one pose. Take another breath in here. And with your exhale, just release your arms. Pick up your back heel, bend into the knee, and just step your feet back together again. And give yourself a moment just to stretch out your legs. We'll do the same thing on the other side. So when you're ready, giving yourself some space in front of you, take a long step forward, this time with your right foot. Make sure your back heel is down on the floor. Bend into your right knee, your front knee. Walk your foot away from you if you want to. Draw in through your lower abdominals, chest facing forwards. And again, option to reach up through your arms if that feels okay for you. Keep breathing here. Notice how your body feels on the two sides. Do both sides feel the same, or does one side feel different? Our bodies are not symmetrical, so perhaps one side feels different to the other. Take another breath in here. And with your exhale, release your arms. Inhale to lift your back heel, bend your knee, and just step your feet back together, giving your legs a wee shake, maybe rolling your shoulders, whatever you need right there. Well done. Now from here, if you've got the back of your chair facing you, I'm going to suggest a forward bend with also a shoulder stretch added in here. So be gentle with yourself. If you've got very flexible shoulders, keep your muscles strongly engaged and don't force your chest too far down. So just take good care of yourself. But bringing your hands onto the back of your chair, begin to walk your feet away from you, from the chair, and hinge from your hip, sending your tailbone straight back behind you. And then just begin to lower your chest out, perhaps to parallel to the floor if it wants to go there today. Trying to find a fairly straight spine. So just try to notice how your back is feeling. Keep your back nice and long. Big lengthening down the back of your hamstrings, maybe your calves. Pressing down into your hands on the back of the chair. Take another breath in here. Stay for the exhale. And then inhale, press into your hands, lift your chest up and walk your feet back in again. Coming back up to standing and just rolling your shoulders. Give yourself a moment here, just checking in that everything feels okay there. From here, let's add just a gentle standing back bend. So again, be very careful with yourself. Only go as far as feels quite safe for your body. I'll suggest bring your palms into your lower back and draw your elbows back towards each other. If that doesn't feel good for your shoulders, you could make a fist with your hands and press your hands into your sacrum, or you could bring your hands to your hips. Draw your navel back towards your spine. Inhale, round down into both feet and begin to lift up through your chest. So lift up through your chest and maybe lift your chin as well, coming into a gentle back bend. You should be able to breathe easily all the time in this back bend. So if you can't breathe, you're taking yourself too far, lift up out of the back bend. If everything's okay, take another breath in here. Stay for the exhale. And inhale to use your abdominal muscles to lift up out of the back bend. And then just relax your shoulders, maybe roll your shoulders, maybe turn your head from side to side, giving yourself a moment just to arrive out of that back bend once again. From here, got the back of my chair nice and close here if I need it, if I feel wobbly. I'm going to stand on my left foot. Bend up your right knee, reach down for your foot behind you and take a grip of your foot or ankle. And then draw your inner thighs towards each other. So you're lengthening this right knee straight down towards the floor. Allow your right shoulder to roll back. Option to stay right here. Already you're in a balancing pose. You could be holding onto your chair or you could reach your other arm up if that would feel okay. Option to stay here, or you can send that foot back behind you and lift the knee a little further up, but send it straight backwards. Keep breathing. And then inhale and lift all the way back up with control. Let go of that foot, step your foot back down, give yourself a moment there, maybe shake out your legs, whatever you need. And then we'll go to the other side. So now I'm going to stand on my right foot. Lift the weight away from the left and bend up that knee, reaching for your foot and then drawing your inner thighs back towards each other. Lengthen the knee straight down. Allow your shoulder to roll back. Option to stay right here. You're already in a back bend. You might reach up through and forward through your right arm, if that would feel okay. Option to stay here, or you can send that foot back behind you. And you decide how far to go today. Take another breath in. Stay for the exhale. And inhale to lift back up out of the pose. Release your foot, step your foot back down. Roll your shoulders. Give yourself a moment here just to arrive back on your mat. And let's do one more balancing pose, if that would be okay with you, just to strengthen again through the front side of the hips. So standing one more time on your your left foot, lift your weight away from the right and bend up your right knee in front of you. Option to have your arms down by your sides or holding your chair, or you can reach up through your arms as well. Take another breath in and exhale. Release your arms, release the foot. Give your legs a shake and we'll go to the second side. So standing on your right foot, lift your weight away from your left and bend up that knee. Just checking in everything's okay. Option to stay here, or you can reach up through your arms again. One more breath in. And exhale, release your arms, lower the foot, roll your shoulders, give your legs a shake. Well done. And we'll come back and sit. So coming back to sit when you're ready. Finding that nice upright seated position where we started our practice. Finding that position where your knees are in line with your hips, in line with your heels, your ankles, lengthening up through your spine, drawing gently in through your lower abdominals. Give yourself a moment just to check in. Everything's okay here. Maybe roll your shoulders 2 or 3 times one way, 2 or 3 times the other way. Turn your head from side to side, or if there's some other movement of the neck that would feel good for you, you're welcome to do that. But keep everything quite gentle. And when you're ready, finding your way back to the center. Again, you're welcome to rest your hands on your legs, or you can bring your hands into your torso if that would help you to focus more. If you're comfortable to do so, you can close your eyes. If you don't want to do that, that's okay. Just fix your gaze on an empty space in front of you. Either way, begin to draw your attention inwards. Bring your attention back to your breath. Follow your breath as it flows into your body. Follow your breath as it flows out. Notice the sensation of the cool air flowing in and the warm air flowing out. Each exhale, allow your nervous system to be quiet, to be soothed. Each exhale, allow your mind to calm and quiet down. Allow your eyes to rest. Allow the tops of your shoulders to drop. Noticing how it feels to breathe after your practice today. Notice how your body feels after your practice today. Hands. Inhale through your nose and exhale through your mouth like a gentle sigh. Wiggle your fingers, your toes, move your wrists, your ankles. Turn your head from side to side. Roll your shoulders a few times in one direction. A few times the other way. Coming back to the center. Bring both arms down by your sides. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale and release. Two more times if that feels okay with you. Inhaling, reaching your arms up. Exhale to release. And last time, inhale your arms up. And exhale. And then just resting your arms wherever is comfortable. Take one more breath in and lengthen up through your spine. And thank yourself, first of all, and most importantly, for finding this time today for your practice. And I thank you very, very much for joining us today. Thank you so much. Have a lovely rest of your day. Any questions or comments, please let me know. Thank you so much.